Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another stream. Today, we are back to learning game making in GameMaker Studio 2. And I have a few objectives today. The last two streams, at least the last one, was a bit scuffed. So I decided why not prepare a bit beforehand. Well, I did prepare in those streams as well, but why not prepare a bit more and do things that we actually have an idea of how to do? So I actually made a list today. I just added this image for the sake of things looking pretty at the start of the stream. I really want to make a few assets that would be like the starting screen and stuff, but yeah, I just ain't getting the time from college and everything. I just got free at 9:30. It's 10:30 right now. So yeah, today's stream objectives are adding hit point mechanics. These would be like really useful to have once we make the game. These are actually pretty simple to apply. Surprisingly, there's not much. Just you need to identify the collision and subtract, like first define a variable in a create event of some object that is existing since the starting of the room. And yeah, after that you have to just keep it decreasing every time a collision occurs. Collision is how we know something short something. And after that we will be doing auto tiling. I actually made an auto tiling thing, well, auto tiling something, tile structure, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the exact term, but okay, we are way off the topic. So we will be exploring auto tiling. I'll be explaining it. I'll try to fix a few things that I haven't been able to figure out yet. Probably ain't gonna happen, but we are still gonna try. And other than that, there's what else is there? Yeah, there's a camera. So we need to be able to have a camera that follows us around in this platformer world which we are gonna create. And I just noticed that there's a issue with the top left block with my auto tile, so I'll have to fix that as well. And then tile collision, obviously we're gonna need this because if we are making a platformer, then our character's gonna have to collide with the walls and it's gonna be a bit of a work. Honestly, this might not be as easy as the others. And then, well, none of them are easy, but relatively speaking. And then basic platformer mechanics, running and stuff. But this time a bit more organized, because up until now, the way we have been doing things is just, well, just let me show you and explain to you how and why it is just not sustainable in the long term. So, for example, player, we have these many keys, and instead we could have just created an event, just added variables into it, and then in step we could have defined like check keyboard press. Like here, I have done an escape button. All right, I've added a few changes to our game this time as well, which I'll be showing you in just a bit. So yeah, as I was saying, the way we have been doing things till now was a bit more explorative and less sustainable in the long term. So we were just exploring the different features. So right now, what we have to do is whatever we have already explored, do it in a bit more sustainable manner. That means defining variables, and then instead of doing all this, I just pointed to my screen. You guys can't say it. Why am I pointing to my screen? Yeah. So make it in such a way so that uh, it's sustainable long term. I have said sustainable too many times this stream. How many minutes has it been? Yeah, the stream seems to be working fine. So yeah, back to topic. I created a mode room, so I'll just run the game and you'll be able to see how it works. I added a few mechanics, very basic things, and I added something else. Yeah, tiles. So I got a few tile sheets in advance this time, because just in case if the download speed is absolutely messed up, I have some way to be able to do stuff during the stream, right? The stream will be able to go for more than 10 minutes without everything falling apart. And I need to commit these changes as well. I'll just name it miscellaneous and commit to test, because GitHub will, if I happen to delete the all the game files somehow, which I trust myself to do at some point of time, GitHub will be able to save me. So control S every time. Yeah. So as I was saying, our first agenda of today is hit points, not hit points, auto tiling. Hit points will come a bit later. Before that, I'll just show you how the game looks right now. It's like really basic. There's no like it is cool for my first game, but yeah, so I basically named the mode we have been working on Infinity Shooter. I haven't added any like way for the player to die right now, but I probably should. And like these, I also need to fix somehow the blocks spawning in the range of the player, because then only I will be able to add a mechanic that makes it so that I am able to have certain amount of hit points. Otherwise, if the objects spawn right on me, I'll just lose all the hit points. So I'll have to fix that. Also, the score somehow managed to get bigger. I'll also have to look at that, why that happened. And yeah, now you guys probably can't see this, but if I press escape, I can actually get back to the previous screen, which, well, there's a global way to do it. I wasn't able to figure out a global way, so I made the screen specific way, which is actually a bit more understandable for me and bit more simpler to come, bit more simpler to manage in this case, because in the other one it was just too complicated. And yeah, this is the platformer level which I haven't even worked on yet, so I, yeah, just no comments. I also need to fix the tiling part. Like this part is a bit off. I do not understand. I will have to try and fix this. So yeah, what else? Nothing really. So just let's quit the game. Actually, I should quit it the way I made it to be. I already quit it, but yeah, just press quit. That's all I needed to show. Yeah, water. We're back. Need to keep hydrating myself. Hope everyone's staying hydrated. Let's get back to game making. Okay, so yeah, now the platformer level, before that, auto tiling. So auto tiling, basically for doing auto tiling, you will need an sprite. Well, this would be made a tile sheet, but you can just look here. Where's the sprites? Yeah, in sprites, I have sprite tiles. I think there should be a few more sprites. I don't know what these are for. Oh, these are the B ones. Okay, I'll just O B. Yeah, and the other one would be probably, I might have imported too many B's, or maybe, okay, not the, I will have to delete this. Yeah, this isn't how it's supposed to be, I think, because yeah, it's not loading the way it's supposed to load. So I'll have to delete this, and then the next one should be fine. This one just doesn't have an image. Yeah. All right. So we are off topic once again. As I was saying, tiles. You need where was I again? Yeah, tiles. For tiles, you need sprites, and sprites will look like this. You can just get them off. There are few free tile sheets you can get on itch.io. They are actually useful. You can also contribute to the creators themselves while doing taking these tile sheets. There are options to contribute to them. They have put this up for free, but still, if you can donate some money or pay for the thing you are getting, I wasn't able to, but I will try to do it so once I get an actual job or something. Yeah. And after importing the tile sheets, you have to go into tile sets and make a new file. And in tile sets, you can then go to auto tiling, and in auto tiling there's an option to make this thing. So I'll just make one right in front of you and just show you how it works. So let's add a 16 one. There are two types. Let's not go into the 47 one. It will be too long to explain. It follows the same concept as this one. So if you want to, you will be able to follow right along. It won't be a problem, trust me. So yeah, as what did I do in this one? So this part, for at least the platformer that I'm making, the darker part is the grass or the upper layer of the block, and the lighter part is the inside layer of the block while tiling. So the lighter part would be something like this one, and then there's the top right part, the green, so we will be selecting this one. Similarly, top left, this was top left, this one's top right, and this one's bottom left, and this one's wait, am I doing this right? Yeah, I'm doing this right. So this one's bottom left. Similarly, there's the rock in the bottom and grass at the top. This would be this one. And similarly, this one would be this way. And this one, I do not know what this is, or maybe there's just not a texture for this in my case. So I just make it empty because it hasn't affected the tile sheet enough. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Just and yeah, this one should be the top right, though the texture's not so showing really. And this one should be this one. This one, once again, we'll keep it empty. This one would be grass on the right and rock on the left. This one, once again, would be bottom left grass, and others, this one would be bottom grass. So this one, and this one would be a bigger portion grass. This one would be bottom right, bigger portion grass, and this one would be just completely solid. Maybe maybe we should just leave it empty. Why not? So what again? This one, yeah, this one's left. So this one would be this one, which for some reason it isn't showing. I just replaced it last time with this one, but that is probably not a good idea to do. So I'll try to fix it somehow. I don't know how to do that though. Wait, no, did not intend to do that. Just let's bring it back. So this one's named auto tile 1. Let's not change it for right now because I have a same one right above it. So let's go to platformer back again and go to tiles. We need to create a tile layer each and every time. And then after going to tile layer, this room editor part will open. We can go to the library. So here we have auto tile. And as I feared, this one isn't proper. Well, it's almost proper, but the top left part for some reason won't work. So let's just go back and make it so that it's this way. And I'll also make it so that the right part, which should be not this one, maybe this one. Which one is it? I'll have to delete this. Can I delete a part? No, the whole thing deletes. That's not convenient. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can control Z this somehow. I'm just going right back here every single time. Yeah, okay. So I'll just have to keep scrolling back until I have. Why not just make a new one? I'm a genius. Okay, so as I was doing, this one should be the top left, this one should be this one, and this one should be this maybe. Was it? Did I do something wrong? Wait. Stop moving to the thing. Yeah, maybe this should be better. Yeah, it would be more visible to you guys as well this way. Hmm. So the top part here is grass, and this part here would be this. No, not this. This. This part here would be this. This part would be just blank. This part would be this, but I don't have that. So this, and this part would be the bottom right. This part would be once again blank. This part would be this. This part would be this. This part would be this. This part would be, yeah, this one. And this one would be, you guessed it right, this one. And the last one. So the last one will just be an empty one because I can't figure out that part of it. So yeah, that's auto tile 1. And if we now go back to our platformer level and try to auto tile it, it actually works. Well, other than the little nick thing that's there, but it actually works. But let's use the, yeah, let's use the previous tile only, because if when mixing two tiles it gets a bit confusing for some reason, even though they are both literally the same. Like you can even match them one by one, there's nothing different about them at all, but still they do not go together well. So let's just not do that. Yeah, so I need to actually create another tile, so I can actually delete this one and create one that would look like this, which would be plus 16. I really should have done it this way first time. It would have saved some time, but oh well, it's fine. So this, and I'll just quickly do it. It will take a second. Yeah, now that's, oh frick. I completely hyper focused on this and just did the same thing again. I'm so stupid. Wait, what? Open or closed edges. What does this mean? Does this make a difference? Okay, let's see. Let's go back to platformer. This is the original one. This is auto tile 1. This doesn't seem to make any much of a difference. Yeah, it looks plain enough. But if we do it this way, yeah, it looks the same to me at the very least. So let's just remove this whole section and I'll start doing this part once again. Obviously, I messed up. Sorry about that. So creating another one, auto tile 2. This time actually do the one we intended to do the first time. Oh god. And then I'll keep the rocks on the top and this on the bottom. So this would be something like this, and blank, and this one would be this. This one would be, can you guess it? Am I Vikram? Big fan, sir. One reaction video, please. Dude, reaction video, you can't make me do it no matter what you offer me. All right. So what was I doing again? Yeah. So this one would be here, and finally, last one reply, please. All right. If anyone doesn't know, this is my cousin actually. So yeah. What was I doing again? Yeah, back to this. The whole texture's done now. Maybe the auto tiling will actually start working now. So going back to the platformer level and selecting auto tile 2, and it works absolutely perfectly. Exactly what I wanted this with this. Let's create something basic off in level because I don't think we need to create something really complicated for just a I'm beginner's project, though it will come in handy eventually if I make this in a proper manner. But I have a game jam coming up, so I'm on a bit of a time restriction. All right, so let's create a big cave system. I have a lot of space, but I'll try to not use too much of it. Just enough to be able to call it a platformer level. We just need a place where the character can go in once and travel through it, collect a few coins, kill a few monsters, and that's all. That's all we need to do. I will maybe add a few vaulting mechanics and jumping mechanics, but it will take a while. Right now, what are the objects we have? So the player objects are not a problem. I can, in the worst case scenario, I can just use these codes instead of the other one. And it would be easier. I still have to figure out the jump mechanics, but it's much easier this way. Prabhat Chaube, hello bhaiya. Hello sir. I'm sorry, I don't. Uh, do I know you? All right, but still, welcome to the channel. And yeah, so how are you? I'm doing absolutely fine, dude. How are you? So, what was I doing again? I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah. So we can just use the code of the original player we made, but it would be much better if we make it in a more organized manner this time because it will be sustainable in the long term. And yeah, are you in your hometown right now? No, I'm not in my hometown. I'm actually at the hostel. No, bro, I'm just a fan. Oh, okay. Thank you. I guess I don't know how to react to that. Uh, all right. So if we start creating this level, I need actually a like relatively bigger. Yeah. So this will be the cave system. I'll just create the boundary for now. Sorry if this looks ugly right now. I'll make this a bit more prettier once I'm done with this. But for now, this would be, and here would be the exit. This will be the boundary of everything, and yeah, a bit more solid boundary. I will maybe hide a few things. By the way, just for the people who want, there's actually the whole code of this project, including the sprites and everything on GitHub. So you can just go to it, access it, and download it. Right now, it's not in a playable format unless you install GameMaker and run it. So you'll have to do that. You'll have to pull the repository from GitHub as well. For those who know GitHub, it might be useful, and I appreciate any good changes on the branches. I might not commit it to the main branch, but I still will keep it. And yeah, so we now have figured out auto tiling, so that's one objective completed. I do not know how to strike off, so I'll just do 3 dashes. And then camera. For camera, we need an object. So for temporary purposes, I add an object, but before that I need tile collision. We are just going backwards. Bro, in your hostel where? In my college. Yeah. I'm currently at my college right now, and it's fun. I just got back from a club session. It was a machine learning club session, which we will actually do a stream on once I learn enough about it. I actually want to modify, well, basically, do you know what transformers? Okay, the better term would be large language models like chat gpts. So do you know what those are? So there are like open source models of them, like Meta puts out llama. It's called llama 3.3 is the latest, I think. You can use those models and train them for your own purposes, and you can basically make your own chat gpt, or for saying it in a cooler way, your own Jarvis. I actually need to learn it in a bit more depth. We actually got the resources today as well. I have been studying them for quite a while, but it will take some time for until I'm capable enough to do a stream on it. Bro, which city are you in? I can't say that. I can't say that, but it's somewhere in the south of India. That's all I'll say. Well, what does it matter? I'm near Chennai. I'm near Chennai or at Chennai. You can just Yeah, that's all I'll say. Maybe in the state, maybe not in the state. Who knows? Anyway, so as we were doing, I now need to import another sprite. So which would be this character sprite should be enough actually. But before that, let's go to an actual video and do it. Yeah, this one. We'll be following this video today for the basic mechanics for platformers. This I actually went through like first two of these videos. They are really coherent and you are able to understand them really well. So it will be like easy to get through. And once we are done with this, when are you returning to our home? I'll be returning. I don't really know when. It's probably somewhere around May or June, but I'm not really sure. Let's keep these conversations in private chat, please. All right. Uh, yeah, please. Let's keep these conversations in private, not on a live stream. I really do not want to ignore you, but I will have to if these. Okay. Back to topic. Back to topic. Back to topic. Yeah. So we'll be following this video today.
I just need to set the stage properly. So now you're ready. All right, good luck to you. All right, let's freaking get started. Okay, all I have here is a basically totally empty project. I got rid of all the default folders. I changed the filtering of the asset tree to custom order so I can drag things around.
I hope it's fine if I'm running it on 2x. I'll try to keep the captions on. Maybe that will help a bit. But yeah.
There's a default room in GameMaker Gaming, and basically I just made two very simple sprites and two objects to go with them. Player and wall. There is no code in the objects right now, so really quick, let me just show you how I set up my player sprite. Just a 16 by 16 sprite, made a big solid color, nice pink, and I put the origin at the bottom center because this is kind of going to be at the like bottom middle of the player, like the player's feet basically. And just quick little note about this system, it is extremely important that you have the Y origin point at the bottom of the collision mask like you're seeing here. It's not that you couldn't do this if the origin point was somewhere in the center of your collision mask or whatever, but just the way that I do everything is based on this, and there's a couple places that would need tweaks if you weren't to do that. So just for the sake of following through this video, I would do that if I were you. So yeah, carry on. Kind of the most logical way to do this for a 2D platformer. The collision mask is the full image here. I have it set to manual over here, but you know obviously you can do automatic. It should be the same thing. And then I also have a 16 by 16 sprite for our wall, and I just made it look like this. Add grids because one, it looks cool, looks really prototypey if you use the 9 slice here, which I have activated. So I have activated my 9 slice. I select my middle thing, set the tile mode to repeat instead of stretch. So in the room editor and in game, it's gonna do this instead of just do the bottom of the collision mask like you're seeing here. It's not that you couldn't do this if the origin point was somewhere in the center of your collision mask or whatever, but just the way that I do everything is based on this, and there's a couple places that would need tweaks if you weren't to do that. So just for the sake of following through this video, I would do that if I were you. So yeah, carry on. It's kind of the most logical way to do this for a 2D platformer. The collision mask is the full image here. I have it set to manual over here, but you know obviously you can do automatic. It should be the same thing. And then I also have a 16 by 16 sprite for our wall, and I just made it look like this. Add grids because one, it looks cool, looks really prototypey if you use the 9 slice here, which I have activated. So I have activated my 9 slice. I select my middle thing, set the tile mode to repeat instead of stretch. So in the room editor and in game, it's gonna do this instead of just this instead of this. So yeah, looks pretty cool. Also, whenever we actually start moving,
I was actually wondering if there was some actual point over here, and it was just some. I
play around stuff like that later.
just rewinded it for nothing.
Thing like this,
All right.
reference point for how fast the player's going and where they're moving and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so there's a reason that people use the grid stuff. So we're just gonna use it. Other than that, it's the same thing with the collision mask. It's the full image here, and that will stretch with our object when we stretch it out. And also the origin point in the top left makes it much easier to use in room editor. Then I came over here, right click, create objects for each one, opened up the objects.
I do not understand the origin point on the top left as the default option because mostly you would want things to be center aligned. But it is what it is. Maybe the reason he said is what the reason of it being on the top left is.
I would say that the first couple episodes of the series are going to be beginner friendly. However, I want to go a little bit faster because by the end of this little series, this is a really good basis for any type of platformer game. So by the nature of the stuff that we're including, this is going to be a little bit more advanced than straight up beginner. Again, these first couple episodes will be useful to you if you do consider yourself to be a beginner. However, if this is the very first thing you're trying to do in GameMaker, if this is like the first tutorial you're watching,
This is not the very first thing. This is the very third thing because it's day 3 of learning game making.
All of the collision and behaviors regarding our interactions with the player and the wall together are calculated by the player. So all the walls are going to have to do in the game is just sit there. So we're not going to need to mess with that at all. And let's start with our player object. So what we're doing in this first episode is basically just basic movement, colliding with walls, and using gravity to basically make it a 2D platformer, and basic jumping. Very easy. We're not even going to worry about sprites yet. So let's just start with our create event, right? Set up some variables. So I'm just going to call this first bit of code moving. Very simple. First, we want to figure out what direction we're going to be trying to move in, left, right, or no direction. So let's have a variable called move direction and set it equal to 0 or move dir. So -1 will be moving left, 0 is not moving at all, and 1 will be moving to the right.
Okay, so I'll explain this part in short for now because we are gonna need like a lot of time to do everything in this. So yeah, first explaining the code here, he just defined a few variables in create event of the player. These variables are going to be useful when we are doing certain things such as moving, jumping, or other actions. Bro, I randomly came to your channel. I personally think कि आपकी पुरानी videos were more entertaining. Yeah, I understand what you are trying to say. They were more focused on entertainment. Right now, I'm in college. I will be doing the live streams of games again, and those videos will be back. But there's now another theme. Actually, there's not so you can consider this as a bonus point. If you do not like it, it's just a plus on the side, that there will be many more things that you will be able to, that I will be understanding and learning with you, together with you guys. If you want to, you can follow through with them, and you can maybe learn some cool stuff like me as well. Yeah. So these streams will be on the weekdays. Maybe on the weekends I'll be doing a few gaming streams. I already have planned a little nightmare gameplay on the weekend, but let's keep that on the side. Let's not make any commitments right now, because I'm in college. Anything happens at any moment of time. It could be 3 a.m. and something pops up suddenly out of nowhere, or maybe I just didn't see an email and I just have an undue assignment right at 5:30, and it takes 6 hours to do it. Now I have 2.5. Okay, we are getting way off topic. Back to the video. So these are just variables. They will be useful when actually doing stuff in the game, instead of the way we were doing things right now, which was making by using these events, and each time we are using an event, it will take another kind of variable. It will be another defined variable. We can't do anything with it at another place. The other objects will have to be linked to this somehow, maybe parenting it or maybe not parenting it, maybe going to the obstacle part, but not to, there will be complexities later on if you want to make an actually cool game. But if you want to just do it in a simple way, you can just go back to my day one video. There's absolutely everything you need other than just gravity and jumping mechanics, which you can very easily figure out. There's an actually and video, like I think the next one is on double jump. So this one we will be able to do jumps, j speed. So jumping, we'll be able to figure it out in this video itself. And
So if you want the player to jump up, you need them to jump negatively.
so and next we'll be going to the step event. We'll be taking inputs. There are these functions which we'll be using to take inputs instead of doing this, which I just said, which is key down space. These are events, but these events are not very useful when you are trying to do many things at once and defining variables and doing stuff.
And we're just going to check for a wall. Easy peasy. So normally what we would do here is just immediately set our x speed to be 0, right? Because down here is going to be where we move. So down here is going to be x plus equals our x speed. So if our x speed is, say, positive 2 right here, basically we're checking 2 pixels ahead of us to see if there is a wall object in the way. If there is, we set our x speed to be 0, so the player will not move into the wall, and then we calculate our movement, which basically means as long as there is not a wall in the way, we will move forward by our x speed. But if there is something in the way, we'll set it to 0, which basically makes us not move, which is essentially a collision. And so we're totally fine, but like I said, it's not precise. Our x speed is 2. So if there's a wall only 1 pixel ahead of us, and technically there, we should be able to move forward 1 pixel without running into the wall, we'll still stop 2 pixels before the wall, because that's how far our head we're checking. We're not checking for in between here. So right here, this was set x speed to 0 to collide. However, before we set our x speed to 0, this is extremely important that we do this before we set it to 0. So add some space up here. We're going to say scoot up to wall precisely. Oh, precisely. So I'm at a local variable. I'm going to call this var pixel check, and this is going to be our subpixel. It's going to be multiplied times the sine of our x speed. And what sine does is it just tells us whether the value that we pass in is either negative, positive, or it's neither. So it's 0. So sine returns -1, 0, or +1. It's basically just reverse engineering our move direction from our x speed. Now the reason we use sine of x speed instead of using like move direction or something like that right here. Like
okay, so I'll just explain everything here so that it's actually more understandable instead of some things going in 2x speed. I feel Prabhat Chaubey is a big complaint box. I think you should kick him out. He just doesn't want you to grow. What the heck? I won't tolerate any toxicity in my chat, even if you are my cousin. No, absolutely not. Prabhat Chaubey pointed out a valid point, and we like constructive criticism, and it's not like he's forcing me to do anything. So yeah, back to the video.
Technically be the same thing right now, but let's say way down the line, you're getting pretty complicated with your movement.
By the way, if you didn't understand, I was just kidding. I understand that you were also just joking around, but just to make things clear. All right, back to the video.
Code, maybe something after you get your move direction alters this x speed
variable. No, I meant to explain this part here. I keep getting sidetracked each and every time I move my attention even the slightest bit. Anyhow, so first of all, these will be assigning zeros or ones as the value. If we have pressed a right button or right arrow button or left arrow button, we can change it to W and WASD as well. It's very simple. I'll just do it while coding it. And then move direction is equal to right key minus left key. So what does this mean? So move direction will be -1 if you have pressed left key, and move direction would be +1 if you have pressed right key. And if you have pressed both, it would be 0, which means the character isn't moving. And then x speed is basically what the formula you have learned in class grade 6th maybe, which is speed into distance, or speed into what the heck? No. Yeah, it is basically vectorifying the move speed. So moved action is the vector, positive and negative. This suddenly got into a class 12 concept from class 6 concept. But to make it simple, moved action is the action, -1 is left, +1 is right. Move speed is the speed you define, like 5 pixels per press, and per movement, per second, per frame. Per frame, yeah, per frame is the right word, because we are using step occurs every frame. And then x collision, I do not understand the subpixel part. Let's ask chat gpt what subpixel is. uh, so how to make games, yeah, this one. What is underscore subpixel? Yeah. In GameMaker, underscore subpixel is not a predefined term or feature in GameMaker environment. However, the term subpixel itself refers to technique or concepts often used in game development and rendering, particularly. Wait a second. It just, yeah. And particularly in the context of movement graphics or collision detection. Here's an explanation. Okay, got it. So, yeah. Can you give me address of Amay Vikram? He's talking too much. I will not tolerate angry emoji. Oh God, what have I started? I do not know this guy. I do not know Amay Vikram. All right, do not ask me for his address. I know you are joking, but just let's chill here. All right. Okay, and I don't. Uh, if you're not joking, he was joking. All right, let's keep it chill here. So, mm, as we were, subpixel movement. So subpixel movement. Okay, this is basically useful if you want the character to move more like smoother, because if they move 1 pixel at a time, then it would be like a bit more jittery. If you want to use the word jittery, it and like bit more laggy, if that's the word you are more the usual person would be more familiar with laggy, yeah. So it would be a slightly more laggy. Like you can see, these are pixel wise movement. So even though this is a platformer, this might look like it is not that laggy, but if we look at it properly, this is actually not as smooth. If we actually did the x plus and xy thing, we are not currently doing the x plus and xy thing, instead using a movement command which is inbuilt in GameMaker, but once again, it's not very sustainable in the long term. So as you can see, these animations, so these animations are will be a problem. Wait, I did not do the escape button thing in this mode. Ah, shit. All right, I'll just close it here. So it will be less laggy if you do it that way. At least that's what I am interpreting from this. Maybe it's slightly different, but it surely isn't much different though. So let's create another player object. It would be O player, O character, yeah. So Alt O and F2, O player 2. Player 2 should be good enough, yeah. And let's add a create event. I will actually add a sprite first, right? And I have this. I actually got this from a library from h.io. Yeah. And create event and another step event. Yeah. So in create event, we need to define the variables as he has defined in the video, which is yeah, here. So the defined variables are here, right here. So let's just copy paste this right out of here, because we do not need to write this by ourselves. This he basically uses the same variable technique as I do, so it's not very different and it's easier to do it this way. So move direction is equal to 0 and move speed. Okay, I just set equal to 2 and I by mistake commented this instead of defining it. Yeah. So moving. And then speed equal to 0 and we just if you do not understand why I'm doing this, it is basically because we need to initialize variables. For those who have not learned C language, what is you doing? I is doing game making in GameMaker. Yeah. So for those who haven't coded before, we need to initialize variable before using them, and usually while initializing, we do it in C. Sorry, we usually while initializing, we put the value to 0. Yeah, as I was saying. So jumping. Yeah. So for that we need gravity here. So that will be grav and you know who I am. Yes, I do know who you are, even though I won't say it on stream because I just something happened because I said I knew someone on stream. So yeah, please do not comment it as well. If yeah, terminal velocity. So TRMVL is equal to. I'll keep it to 4. Maybe it would be better to keep it at 7. A bit faster is fine. And then J speed. J speed is equal to minus. Let's keep it a bit bigger. So it would be 6 point. No, not 6. It would be too big. Minus 4. Yeah, minus 4 should be good enough. And I'll also keep the move speed a bit higher. It would be 4. Let's keep it this way. And now let's go to the step event. All right. So now we just have to use this code. I could just image to text it, but we'll remember it more if we just type it out. And I'll also be explaining it as I go. I also need to add tile collision, otherwise we won't be able to test these. Remind me of doing that. Actually, I think I have a note for that. So just 1 second. Someone's playing the Goku Ultra Instinct theme right outside. Either my window or either my room store. I don't know where it is. Yeah. So back to the thing, what we were doing. Yeah, this. So now we will be coding the step event. I know this looks tedious, but it's better in the long term. So bear with me. So right key is equal to keyboard check pressed or just keyboard check, I guess. Keyboard check, and it would be VK right. So underscore R right key or just right. I think it just right is fine either as well. Maybe is it? It's fine. So next left key. I'm getting bored of this. So left key is equal to, these are basically variables which will be taking the value of this keyboard check function, and the keyboard check, and then again VK. I think I messed up in the previous one. Yep. We do not need this here. And VK right. These will be taking the variables of this, which basically mean if I'm pressing the right or left key, is this even visible on the stream? I do not think it was visible on the stream. I'll code it like this. So can someone please tell me if this is more visible than before? Anyone in chat? Help me out here. Wait, I'll open it on my yeah. Hello, is this more visible? If no one replies, then like 5 seconds, I'll assume it's better. Or if you want me to make it bigger, just tell me to make it bigger. It should be very visible on a laptop, but it might not be as visible on, well, other devices like tabs or mobile phones. So I'm assuming this is big enough. If there's any problem, please like just feel free to comment. Yeah. So we were doing this. So we will do now X movement. And for X movement, we need move direction. So we already defined move direction, and we just need to be equal to right key minus left key. Yeah, exactly. And after that, it would be X speed. Wait a second. This is direction right. Let's just code it this way. dir, and now it would be X speed. And for X speed, is this channel about earning money or just doing it because you just like it? It's not. It's absolutely not about earning money. I would have quit a long time ago. It's just about having fun and finding like-minded people. So yeah, that's all this is about. I would be making videos even if I wasn't streaming them. I actually did a stream unlisted and was thought just why not just put it on YouTube and do an actual stream instead. And that's how I got back to streaming. I do not know why I added that dramatic effect on the two streaming part. I guess I'm just trying to keep things interesting. X speed is equal to move direction and into it should be move speed. Yeah, and this one would be able to, from this we got our speed, and now we do X collision, and in X collision we do a whole big if loop, but before that variable, the var is just basically a variable defined just for that instant. It will automatically get removed after that instant. Sign is basically a command which gives you the sign of the variable you put in it. So in this case, X speed, this will give us the sign of the movement, and we can just keep the subpixel thing. Wait, what am I even saying? Uh, Variable pixel check is equal to, yeah. Underscore, sure, why not? Let's put an underscore here. Maybe it's better to, yeah, it's better to keep a pattern everywhere. And what else? What else? Now we need a while loop. While loop is while a certain condition is true. Do you have a girlfriend? I will not answer that question, but no. And while not place meeting. Place meeting is basically like collision thing place underscore meeting. Yeah, this one, this command. And if you just need to put the parameters are like, for example, here x and wait, x plus pixel sec check. Okay, x plus underscore pixel check and comma and y and comma o wall. Okay, I do not need o wall actually. mm, what should I put here? For now, let's keep this empty. For now, just for now, this will be back to how it was in a second. Amayakram, why you are getting into this into his private life? Dude, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Uh, thanks for the concern, but it's fine. People can ask question. I can just not answer them if I do not want to. But yeah, those they are those. Don't ask private questions because if you know you are gonna not get an answer most probably. But yeah, I don't really care. So ask them if you want to. Maybe if it's not consequential enough, I might answer. Yeah, back to things. Hmm. What was I doing? Vikram, what is your problem? He does not have a problem. He's just an honest guy. I don't really, well, uh, yeah, it's fine, guys. Just chill out in the comment, like in the chat. All right. So, while and oh, I forgot to put the curly braces in. You need curly braces for each and every function. Prabhat Chaube, I'm just a fan. Oh, thank you so much. But yeah, just everyone, it's chill. It's fine. People can do what they want. It's normal life. And yeah, Pravas Chaube, just you do not have to feel concerned or threatened by any comments. And you know, none of the people in the comments needs to feel concerned or threatened by any comments, either about me or anyone else. For any comments about me, I am very much capable of dealing with them. And for any comments regarding you, well, you do you even know the person who are talking about you? If you don't, just don't be concerned by it. It's fine. Things will be fine even if you do not get concerned by other people saying stuff about you. Just take constructive criticism when you can, actually. It is a good habit, but it's not something you should like. Well, I will not go into philosophy right in the middle of a game development stream. All right. I think you get the gist of what I was saying. XSPD 202 collide. Yeah. Wait. I think I messed up. I might have messed up somewhere while placemating. I'm not concerned about myself, but this guy has a big tongue. Dude, chill out. I will not. One more comment about anyone, either one of you. Stop. Yeah, I'm just not reading the chat. If there's any more comments like that, I'm just not reading the chat. Uh, just forget about it. We are actually doing an informative stream. If you would believe it, the Galactic doing an informative stream. But yeah, just chill out. I'll play some music. Actually, I can't. I do not have any no copyright musics on this laptop. Just have fun. Right. Oh God. So, what was I doing? Yeah, I messed up the loop here. So how do I fix this? I'll just create an object O wall for now, just for now. O obstacle, O obstacle, just for testing things, just for testing things. All right. And once we are done with this code, we'll just start it, run it, and hope it works. That's how you code. If you didn't know, just hope it works, because most of the time it probably isn't. Hard truth, it probably isn't. Yeah, so what else? Is your real name Galactic? Yes, my real name is Galactic. Absolutely. X plus equal to, no, my real name is not Galactic, but the person who you are watching on the stream, his real name is Galactic. Me, at least me, is as in the me in the world, the guy who has to actually do stuff and not just make games on his laptop at 11:30, is someone else, if that makes sense. X speed, X speed, yeah. So for now, I think this should wait, what did I just do? Yeah, if we run this, first I need to add the object itself into the platformer. Yeah, so player object here should be the assets object player 2. I'll need to move this to here and then move this. Actually, I didn't check the instances layer. Yeah. So object player here. What is your real name? Your favorite editing software? My real name is, as I said, Galactic, and my favorite editing software is, well, it is Adobe Premiere Pro, but just because I used it the longest. But in like a current situation, it will probably be DaVinci Resolve, because it is actually free, and for how free it is, it provides a lot more access, and it has some features that you can't even find in, what's the game again? What's the app again? Yeah, After Effects. So DaVinci Resolve for now, but considering my past and this channel, probably Premiere Pro if I get a free subscription of it for a lifetime. Which Adobe, if you are listening, even 5 years into the future, I am still accepting offers. Okay, let's do the camera part as well. First, let's run the game just a bit, just to see whether it's working even slightly. Yeah, we are very fucked there. What happened? Error in action number 1, step event 0 for player 2, variable unknown, subpixel. Did I do something wrong? Huh. Okay. I think I understand this error code, but I'll still put it in ChatGPT after removing the subpixel part. Actually, not removing the subpixel part. I'll just subpixel. Where is subpixel? Pixel check. Yeah, pixel check is equal to subpixel. I don't think I defined subpixel. That might be the issue here. Variables. Variable subpixel is equal to 0.5. That's what I missed. Yeah. Obviously, it ain't gonna work. Variable uh, underscore sub pixel is equal to 0.5. That should be much better now, I think. And this one is supposed to be inside the loop, so control X and control V. Variable pixel check subpixel into sign. Yeah, this should be what it is. Maybe. Acha, there's another while loop inside the if loop. I am absolutely dumb. I should just uh grow your music brand. Music brand? I'm sorry, I do not understand the question. Uh yeah, so there was a while loop. While not place underscore meeting, yeah. And now we need this thing x plus, yeah. So x plus pixel check. Okay, I messed up the whole literal thing while talking. So I need this here. This whole part would be Control C and Control V, and I need here to be x speed, because I'll explain this right now. Explaining this, like which singers are the singers you listen? I actually listen to a lot of singers. My most listened to song is Sweater Weather by The Neighborhood. Other than that, Artemis, I like the way you kiss me is actually really good. But I have been listening to it on repeat, but it's like it follows a certain vibe. So yeah, depends on the person. And there are many other songs as well. Actually, I'll just open my playlist in a bit. I'll just let me finish this. Hmm. Okay. So hopefully this works now. Yeah, this should work now. So let's just close this F5. If it doesn't work, please, please. I think it loaded. It didn't. It did. Did it? Hi. Hi. Hey dude, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hmm. Something's gone terribly wrong. The game isn't even assignment operator is expected. Line 17. Line 17 assignment. Oh, WHILE. All right. That's what I missed. Okay. So now maybe it runs. Let's go. And let's go to the platform error level and another error. Absolutely. Of course it happens. Did I copy the error? I'll just paste it into ChatGPT. I do not have enough brain resources to deal with this error. Please explain it to me, sir. Our Lord and Savior ChatGPT. I swear to God, every programmer knows what I mean. Yeah, error in action number one step event. So error occurs because of subpixel is being referenced in step event of player 2, but it hasn't been defined or initialized for the object before being used in GameMaker. You must so maybe in create event, I just put the value in create, but it didn't do that. But the video didn't do it in create event. Let's just have a look at it. Why not? So yeah, X collision. It has been defined here. I defined it as var, right? Or did I not? Mr. Internet, how's it going? It's going fine. I can't really say it's going good. We have gotten two errors like one by one, but it's going fine. It is going. Like the one level is complete, and now we are doing a platformer level. So it is going as good as it can. Kai, hi once again. Yeah, welcome to the stream once again. All right. So what do I do with this? Yeah, I define variable as this. Uh, Kai, beautiful voice. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. And yeah, what was I doing again? Yeah, not me getting flustered by compliments about myself. So variable underscore subpixel is equal to 0.5. This is absolutely the same as what I did, but let's, for the sake of it, put this in the create event. Maybe this makes it better, maybe not, but just for the sake of it. Collision, and I'll put this here and run it once. If this doesn't run, we'll do the code partly from scratch, like a part of it. Yeah, I need to unpin this window first. Play platformer, and obviously I get another. Are you single? I am singly present in this world. Uh, if that's what you mean, I'm single in my room. I'm the only one in my room right now. All right. So, I'm planning to go change my name as people don't pronounce it right away. What's your say on this? No, dude, Amay Vikram. I'm pronouncing it well. No, your name is sexy, brother. True, true. Listen to Kai. Okay, are you saying his name? Kai, Kai. That's the absolute best name you could have, and he is telling you that your name is sexy. So you have to listen to him. All right. So yeah, as I was saying, we got another error. I am getting tired, very tired. So let's go to ChatGPT and paste this error once again. No, stop. Yeah, enter. All right. So what is initialize subpixel? What is the error? Because of error indicates that variable subpixel is being referred to in step event of player 2 but has not been defined or initialized before it's used. It has been defined and initialized. Uh, Bro, what is your weight? Dude, what will you do knowing that? Huh? I feel like I'm getting prepared to be kidnapped. I would like to exchange our names. Kai, you have an offer. All right. So, what was I doing again? Kai, I would love to change your surname. Damn! Bro, smooth with it. All right. So, as I was saying, I need to stop getting distracted. Yeah. So, initialize, create event for player 2. Yeah, this is done. These are done. I did it right, but why isn't it working? Yeah. Maybe I just need to remove part of this and save it because variable var is very temporary. So maybe it works now. No, it does not. Hmm. Variable unknown object subpixel not set before reading it. Can't we just put it var and call it a day? It should be possible to do it that way. Yeah, but it's not working that way. Let's just initialize it beforehand. That's the only solution I'm seeing to this. But this code works completely fine even without initializing. Why does it do that? VAR, I'm spelling it right, right? Yeah, I'm spelling it right. And I do not feel like I need to change anything here. But still, just for the sake of it. pixels check is equal to, I'll just copy it and put its value as 0 temporarily. Temporarily. Initialize it to be precise. And control C, and I'll put this here the way it was, which is VAR and then this, because even if we initialize it here, it shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully it won't be a problem. Let's run it again. Okay, platformer, and we get an error again. Step event 0 for object player 2, variable unknown object subpixel, not set before reading it. I did check it, set it actually. What does it mean? I am very tired of debugging. I've set the pixel, I set pixel, these values have already been set. I will initialize it at 0 because why the heck not? And let's run it again. You are the future of engineering. Oh God. Oh, I didn't mean to open this. If I'm the future of engineering, dude, engineering's done for. Yeah. So bug testing again. Mm, for I swear I will get less errors writing a program, like writing a whole game in C than doing this. Prabhat Chaube, you are the future of engineering. He needs to enforce the part of engineering just completely failing in the future. Oh God. Guys, I'm not the future of engineering. I can't even see okay. Getting off track. Debugging, yeah. The error persists because of the variable subpixel has not been properly initialized in the player 2. Object before it is accessed in step event. This issue arises when GameMaker tries to use subpixel in a calculation but it doesn't exist yet. Bro, what was your rank in JE? Mine was 2803. I won't be revealing my JE rank. I won't be revealing absolutely any information that's personal. You can try though. I ain't stopping you. I get content from that. And I have considered all these names. Choose the best one. Heer, Kabir, Dhruv, Lakshay, Yuvraj, Sagar. Dude, it's your choice. Do it. My way of getting out of this situation. Yeah. How can I choose a name? Sagar is the best, and Yuvraj is also good. Uh, okay. You can listen to Kai. Kai is giving. Well, I ain't saying anything. All right. I am just debugging here. There persists because a pixel has not. If I initialized it beforehand, then create event for player 2 initialized to 0 or any default value. I obviously initialized it. Ensure xspeed also defined if used. Xspeed has been defined. I defined xspeed twice. I don't think xspeed should be defined twice.
To do in the game is just sit there. So next.
Things keep popping up. Yeah, Y speed, obviously. Y speed. I was thinking that. Y speed should be defined here. X speed has been defined twice though. Maybe defining it twice is. I think you have fallen in love with Kai. Aha. Yes, Kai is a lovely person. He complimented my voice the moment he came to the stream. Wait, what am I doing? Platformer. Alright, again. Great. Sweet. Absolutely love it. Uh, hmm. Why is this happening? Variable subpixel, variable this, variable that, variable whatnot. Hmm. What do I do? Damn, it's my lucky day. It's my lucky day, dude. You came to my stream. Yeah. Yeah, back to the topic. I keep. Hmm. Wait a second. I just saw something. Oh, never mind it. I was probably just seeing things. Are you a Pokemon fan? Uh, do I have a chance? Bro, your voice is so soothing. Okay, thanks. Thank you so much. That's the second time I have gotten a compliment on my voice. I do not know how to reply other than say thanks. All right. So, as I was, maybe I should put some lo-fi music on background. It would be even more soothing. Well, should I do that? It depends, dude. All right. So I'll let the guys ship their ships in the chat. I'll focus on get somehow making this happen. Hmm. If I put this in the top of this, even though it should not make a difference because it's probably not executing line by line. Line by line, I mean like you understand what I mean, like top to bottom, but just for the sake of it. Platformer, and yep, I give up. I give up. Absolutely, I give up. I am just going to try and abort and go to platformer, and I will mm, remove this asset, and I will delete this, and I will add an O player, and we will figure out the camera, and that's all I'm gonna do. Bro, yes, you should add lo-fi music. You are always right. Dude, what? Am I Vikram? I'm 53 years old right now, turning 54 this year. What about you? Oh God, that is a lie. That's what is your career goal? My career goal is uh, have fun, I guess. Maybe. Man, you should try and Indian Idol. Your voice is amazing. Uh, Yeah, it's probably not gonna work out. I hate to break it to you, Kai. That's probably not gonna work out. I don't think Indian Idols, at least I think I saw it like 10, 5, 7 years ago last time. I don't think they were uh, selecting people based on how soothing their voice was. All right, so back to the game. I'm just gonna increase the size of this object a bit. And we will just try to figure out the camera. That will be full stop for today. No, actually, what are the things I did today? Maybe there is something that I can actually still do. Jumping mechanics couldn't do, basic platformer mechanics couldn't do, tile collision we can still do. Yeah, this can happen. Camera, this will be done before. We have like 13 minutes and 10 minutes just for the extra stuff, and hit points. Hit points are they are easy. I'll just do it in the end. They are like the end of the average stuff. I am 22. You are too old, oh my uncle. Bro, your voice is so good. You deserve 10 GFs. That's I don't think I can handle that even if I deserve it, which I don't think I do. All right. I yeah, I am good as I am. All right. And enough with those personal questions. What's up with you, Prabhat? He deserves me, not 10 GFs. Ah. I do. Yeah. So, yeah. Back to the game. Mm. we will add camera mechanics. It will be simple this time. There's like 4 lines of code. Let's
Basically, you
watch this
follow
video.
options in GameMaker and find them a bit ugly and just want a nice, smooth, simple camera. I'm going to show you how to do that really quickly with a method I use almost always, at least as a starting point, and sometimes rely on entirely for things like game jams. First of all, in your room, make sure you've enabled viewports and enabled viewport 0, and these are the correct size for whatever camera you want. With nothing else modifying it, your first room's viewport settings and sizes will affect your window size too, so keep that in mind. We're going to make an object called oCamera, and the idea is that we'll have one instance of this.
All right, just for repeating what I have already said like 5x. Yeah, so what I was saying is I will be explaining parts of the video that I am watching on YouTube because it enforces my memory and it will be better context for people who are not familiar with game making. So yeah, just putting that out there for people who join the stream right now.
Object that our camera locks onto, and we just give it targets to smoothly move towards over time, or just snap it to a position if we want it to be an instant cut or whatever else. In the create event, we want to establish the width and height of the camera. You might derive these by a bunch of different means, but often this will just be your game's resolution, so I just sort of hard-coded 640 by 360 here. Do whatever works for you. Then an initial follow target. In my case, I wanted to start off following the player. You can also put the keyword no one here and write controls in the step event to move the camera manually, like in an RTS or something, but still have the option to follow a target later. You might want to set X and Y to something initially, or just do that when you position it in your room or when you create it dynamically or whatever else. But if you get that initial burst of movement as the camera zooms towards your player, for example, it just means you want to control where the camera initially spawns, presumably right on top of its initial target, but it's up to you. We need an X2 and a Y2, and these should probably be set to your camera's current XY initially. They'll be overwritten every frame by the position of whatever it is we're trying to follow. Add the step event. First, we're going to check if we need to update x2 and y2. If follow is not set to no one, x2 equals our follow instance of x coordinate, and the same for y. Then we're going to add the 2 lines that do most of the work here, which is x plus equals x2 minus x divided by 25. Then the same with y and y2. You can also use the lit function if you're familiar with that, but the idea is we move our x and y towards our x2 and y2 by 1/25th of the difference between the two positions. This value gets smaller and smaller as we get closer, which means the camera moves fastest when it is far away from the target and slowest when it has almost arrived. That gives it that ease effect where it slowly comes to a stop as it reaches the target. 25 is an arbitrary value, but the higher a number you use, the slower the camera will.
Okay, so yeah, we can just add the camera object. I'll explain it right now. Okay, just give me a second. Whatever we saw, I'll explain it right after I add this in here. It should not be visible. Why is it visible? Edit object. It should not be. Yeah, it isn't visible anymore. Close this. Close this. And it's still visible. Why? Okay, going back to camera and going to step. Actually, I do not need to go to step. I need to go to this and go player. Yep. I am just not gonna read the chat. There's just something going on, something else going on entirely in the chat. I don't even think I can read that on stream. Oh my god, I just saw the chat. All right, so let's try and run the game. Hopefully, no errors will be there. Yeah, obviously there are errors. Okay, I made a mistake. I misspelled something here. Which is FOLLOW. This oh, not 0, OW, yeah. This should be better. Let's run it again. Oh, not this one. Play platformer. Okay, something else went wrong. Galactic, don't ignore me. I'm not ignoring you. I'm reading the chat. I'm just not reading it out loud. All right. Yeah, so error once again. I love my life. I hate this game. I mean, this engine. Bro, don't ignore. I'm your only fan. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just I ain't reading that. Okay, there were a few like comments before. Pravat, thank you so much for saying that. And Guy, thanks. Yeah, that's the whole dose of compliments I can have today. All right. So enough with the compliments. Let's just have fun. The camera object is visible in the editor, so you can find it, but it won't be visible in the game. Okay, that makes sense. But why won't it? Oh shit! I should have copied the error. I'll just run it again. I know I'm his only fan, guys. I would love to have a few more fans. More. I would love to have more than one fans. I'm completely fine with it. All right. Let's chill out here. Yeah, and thanks, the Enderman. I didn't actually know that. Bro, you're handsome AF. Thank you, but I have had my dose of compliments today. Thanks a lot, though. Once again. Uh, all right, so I'll just put this code in ChatGPT for now. Hopefully, this fixes thing. It tells me how to fix things. I will do the fix. What? T event. What did I create? Oh, God. I am stupid. Yeah, okay. Wait, the collisions aren't okay. I didn't mean intent. Okay, the camera is following the character actually. And why are there objects spawning? Okay. Things are actually working for once. Even though not it I know it doesn't look pretty, and I know things are looking really scuffed, but it works. Something on the stream which I did actually worked. I didn't have to do it off stream, which is an achievement. Well, other than the auto tiling and stuff which I did in the start of the stream, by the end of the stream things usually don't work, so this is an achievement. Now let's make it prettier. So platformer, let's just keep this here and make this, I don't know, I'll just duplicate this object and remove the code, which maybe I'll do it later. Okay, we are all his only fans. I see what you did there. I ain't gonna discuss on it, but I see what you did there. Yeah, I just randomly found your video and it was my best decision to click on it. Oh, thank you so much. But enough with the compliments, please. Okay, and now tile collisions. Let's do it. But before that, let's quit the game. Yeah. Mm, okay, I'll just let the chat be for a second and try to understand this. I actually like when you guys are interacting in the chat. When you are interacting with each other and with me, because when you're interacting with each other, then I can sometimes focus on the work itself, and there are still things which I have on the stream which I can talk about. I actually love you guys for doing that. But enough with the compliments for today. I have already gotten like 5 compliments by now.
I found normally around like 4, 5, or 6 pixels per second to be pretty good. I'm
No, not this video. This, not this either. How to use auto tiling? No, not this either. Which one was it? Yeah, easy tile. Yeah.
And in GameMaker 2023.8, they've added easy tile collisions. All the collision functions have been updated to take tile maps as well as objects. Let me show you how you can do this. The game currently running is from the platformer movement in 5-minute video. Check it out in the description below for a full explanation of the code. First, we need a sprite to use as a tile set. I've already created a simple sprite and you can download it below in the description. Now, it's very important that if you would like slopes to work, we need to change the sprite collision mass to be precise. Now we can create a new tile set. I'll name this tile.
Kai, good night. Good night, bro. It was nice having you on the stream. Bro, we all love the most. Oh, thanks. Okay, let's focus on this and finish this game. I have 3 minutes until the time for the stream runs out unofficially. Unofficially, it's 12:10, 12:15. So I need to get things sorted, tile collisions and stuff before that.
Select this.
So let's make it quick. You turned my night into good night. That had a bit too much cheese on it. I'm gonna be honest, that had a bit more than but thanks. Yeah, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. No, bro, I'm not bro. I'm just okay, I'll just refer to you as Kai. All right. I defaulted to bro. All right. It's yeah, you know how you say, you understand what I mean. All right. So yeah, back to the video.
use as the tile set. I'm going to also change the width and the height of the tile set to 64 pixels. Now, to have the tile map collisions, we need to ensure that the disabled source sprite export is left unchecked. Now we can return to the room and add a new tile map layer between our background and the player layer. We also need to use the inspector to assign the tile set that we created. Using the tile map tools, I'll just draw out a simple platformer scene for our player. Now let's open up our player, and we'll open up both the create and the step event. Now inside the create event, we need to grab a reference to the tile map layer that we just added to our room. We can do this by using the function layer tile map get ID and passing in the name of the layer that's in our room. Now inside the step event, instead of checking for collisions for the object ground, let's replace it with our new variable called myTileMap. So you can see that we're colliding with our tile map and our slopes are
Okay, so wait, we can maybe add collision just for keeping things simple for now. Just for keeping things simple for now, I'll check if there's a collision event that we can add for the tile map, even though I do not love doing this. But no, I don't think we can. Okay, yeah, it's actually better because that I can then do this, which is the code here. I don't remember all the functions yet. Okay, I instead of googling it, I'll just okay, bro. See you later, and remember all that mattered. That game works. That the game works. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I know that. I that's actually what we do in code. If it works, don't touch it. And getting back to things.
need to grab a reference.
And yeah, thank you so much for the previous camera thing. I would have been worrying about it after the stream if I didn't know it. But thanks for telling me that.
The tile
All
map
right.
layer that we just added to our room. We can do this by using the function layer tile map get ID and passing in the name of the layer that's in our room.
Okay, so it's just
Now,
I'll
inside the step event,
stop. I'll name this tile map. Tile map is equal to and referred to as layer tile map get ID, right? Layer underscore tile map get ID. Yeah, this one. And here it should be named. Let me just check it. Tiles underscore one. And workplace one. Let's just put this right here. And we need to add a collision event in this, right? So let's put this here, not in the if block. We need this to be separate.
the move and collide function.
I'm sorry if there are any background noises right now. I'll mute my mic for a second. All right, that was probably guys getting back from playing their games, and the whole hallway got well noisy to say the least. Sorry if there was any background noise or if there was too much of it. Okay, command for collision for tile map. What was if place meeting this? I'll just ask ChatGPT to code it and understand it. Right. Code for tile. This should work. Yes, 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 yes. Everything done. Everything done. Tile map get ID collision tile size equal to 30. I do not think this part is needed, but okay. All right, this is gonna require a bit more code than what I originally intended. So we are gonna keep this stream just till here. This will be the end of the stream because I need to head out. It's 12:03. I was going to stream till 12. What we did today is got ourselves tile maps, got ourselves cameras which followed us. We actually coded quite a bit, like coded the character for our next level, which is I lost it. Where was it? Yeah. Oh, player two. Yeah. We fix put the basic setup together. I need to understand a few of the concepts behind it to make it work properly because it's giving some errors. I don't understand what it is. Other than that, we set up our own tile maps. We made a short level and we have a character. We set up an camera and yeah, we did quite a few things. We just need to figure it out quickly. Let's just stop it for now, abort. And yeah, hopefully I can fix the errors by tomorrow and see you guys tomorrow with somewhat of a working basic platformer so that we can build upon it. All right, see you guys tomorrow. See ya. Goodbye. That's not the outro I usually do. So